Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Satisfactory Let's Play series. I want to, right off the bat, address the elephant in the room, and it has been months, literally months, since I posted a video. A lot of things have happened in real life that's just been challenging, to say the least. But let's see, I'll start with the fact that my beloved Titan X graphics card died on me. This was honestly like losing an old friend, but it died, and then it was in the middle of the GPU shortage. Trying to find another graphics card was not easy. I was searching for literally months, and I did eventually get a used RTX 2070. But in the middle of looking for the graphics card, I got COVID, and unfortunately, I did not get a mild case of COVID. So I was off work for quite some time. I was sick for quite some time, and of course, my graphics card was dead, so I couldn't even game, which was, I don't know what I did to anger the powers that be, but there it is. Then I got better, recovered, went back to work for about 2 weeks. Then I got the flu, and my lungs were already still pretty messed up from COVID when I got the flu. So then that was very bad as well. Again, I was down for quite a long time. Finally did go back to work. I've been working 6 days a week, 12-hour days for a while now. I was able to get a hold of this RTX 2070. And that's why I wanted to say and just start out, because I wanted to get all that out of the way to explain the fact that while I was playing, recording, and uploading the video in 2K 60 FPS, I am now having to play the game and record the game in 1080p 30 FPS, and then in the rendering software I will upscale it to 2K for you guys, but it will still be 30 FPS, unfortunately. So I just wanted to get that out of the way and explain why that was happening. Now, I did several tests to try and figure out the best video quality, and I don't think this looks too bad, even after being uploaded and compressed by YouTube. It's not terrible, and it's the closest to the original game graphics that I could get, or video graphics that I was giving you guys before. So I want to continue going on with those kind of graphics. Now, of course, on YouTube it doesn't look at all like it does on my monitor, with the YouTube compression pretty much, very much downscales what I'm uploading to you. But with that being said, now at the end of this year, I'm going to hopefully be able to get a hold of a 4000 series graphics card when they come out, and then I'll be building a whole new system around that, and I will be able to upload in 4K 60 FPS, record, game, and upload in 4K 60 FPS, hopefully. But that will be later this year, early next year before that happens. So until then, I guess we're just stuck with this graphics quality, which I still don't think looks that bad. But it could be better, and will be better at some point. I wanted to get the elephant out of the room, guys. So that's where that is. And again, I apologize for it being several months since our last video. But now a little bit of history, so a little bit of catch up, I guess. We started this playthrough in Update 3. We then went to prepping for Update 4 when Update 4 came out. Update 4 did come out. We've been playing around a bit with Update 4. And then that's when my downtime happened. And since then, Update 5 has come out, and I have not done anything with Update 5 except for the little bit of prep work I was doing for this video. Our trains were messed up, so I had to fix our trains and put down some train signals over there. Very simple. And then our vehicles were also messed up. The quartz crystal that we had going, we were using tractors, and part of the prep for Nucor was always that I was going to have to change those over to trucks anyway. So it was something I was going to have to do anyway, but vehicles do collide too, just like trains now. So you can't run them on the same path like we were. So now I have the two trucks going in a loop around to get our crystals. So that pretty much sums up the little bit of behind the scenes work I've been doing here before my graphics card died. But that's a little bit of Update 5 work that I've been doing. Now Update 6 is also coming out rather soon. So it's almost like we were just pretty much, away from game for the entire update, unfortunately. And I do apologize for that, but it just is the way it is. But at the end of last episode, or well, several times in the last episode, I told you guys that we were finally going to get our employee of the planet. So while I was doing prep work for this video, you'll notice all this stuff's gone. We got our last 1,000 parts over here in this thing, so we're going to go grab those, take them over, put them in the space elevator, and get our employee of the planet, basically coffee cup. Should be 1,000 in there. There is. Good. Excellent. And we'll run over here to our space elevator. Bit of a jog. Suppose I could have been doing all this while I was doing my whole diatribe vlog thing, but yeah, whatever. So I guess the other thing is the new PC is going to be a beast. It is a long way away. It's going to be custom water cooled, the whole deal. I'm going all out with it. I have the case. I bought most of the custom water cooling parts. I held off on the GPU block until I know what GPU I'm getting for sure. I'm going to shoot for like a 4090 or a 4080 maybe. And I'm thinking 13th gen Intel. So the new gen of Intel processors are coming out too. So it's going to be a beast of a PC once I get around to making it. It's also going to be a giant power hog. But there is that. So put our last 1,000 assembly director systems in here. Okay. 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, and 1,000. Let's seal it and launch it. Awesome. This is always cool. I don't know why. Even after all this time. Speaking of the space elevator, I would love it if the space elevator just did that constantly, like launched constantly. Like, you know, it has these infeeds on the back side of it. It would be awesome if we could just feed stuff into it and then get coupons or cash or something every time it launches. You know, when it gets full, it launches and load up to the space station or whatever. I would love if that was the case for the space elevator, but I've been saying that for a long time. So hopefully in one of the future updates, that'll be the way it is. But let's see what this says now. Unavailable in early access. Okay, so we've done everything in the space elevator that we can do. Now we should have the Employee of the Planet coffee cup available in the item shop. Plus, I believe there's a bunch of new stuff in the shop for update 5. Let's put that back on. So we'll go back over here. We'll check out the shop, see what we can get. There should be a bunch of, it's all pretty much update 5 is, other than the train and the vehicles, are pretty much all cosmetic from what I understand watching other YouTube videos. So it's really not all that crucial, I guess. It made it this time. However, it will be fun to actually be able to build new buildings with new looks and that type of thing. And by the way, since we're going to be building a nuclear power plant, that's kind of the point of this whole series, was get a nuclear power plant up and going. Hopefully we can make that look a bit different than this just sort of cube design that I've been going with here. Okay, so I got some coupons around here somewhere, I think. One of these boxes. Yeah, okay, I got 37. I'm sure there's probably some in the machine. I really have not been farming coupons. I thought we were done with them. 178, we'll take those. This is just like stuff that I've been tossing, you know, just for balance issues, you know. Any extra we have that we just toss. So let's see, do we have enough? Let's see what we got here. Looks like we've got all that. We got signs. Nice. Put that in the cart. Put that in the cart. Put that in the cart. Different boxes here. Sure, we'll get some of those. Okay, wall attachments. Ramp wall. Ooh, triangular walls. And a bunch of different meters. I like it. That's going to add a lot of different functionality. Make our buildings much cleaner. Get all of these. Dude, those are kind of neat. Are those new windows? No, they're just frame. Oh, full window frame. I like it. I like it a lot. Tilted walls. They have roofs in here yet? I'm assuming they do, but let's see, attachments. Ooh, conveyor lift floor holes. That's sexy. Hypertube floor holes. Nice. We can finally go through the foundations with stuff. Pipelines. Yes. Hide the pipelines. Foundations. Anything new here? Doesn't look like it. Fix it specials. Factory card. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. We don't care about any of that stuff. Roofs. Here we go. Finally some roofs. Some structural beams. Concrete pillars. Frame pillars. I'm liking it. Liking it a lot. Railings. Eh. Road barriers. Eh. Take them anyway. Modern catwalks. That might be kind of cool. They look kind of nice. Not sure they look better than the original catwalks, but hey, whatever. We'll get them because we can. Equipment. This is just buying the stuff that we, yeah, nothing there. Oh, our Employee of the Planet cup. Nice. Parts. Pretty sure we don't need any of this. It's all the same stuff we've always been able to buy. Nope, don't need any of that. Customizer. Interesting. Why not? Coated concrete, grit metal. That actually kind of looks kind of cool. I like the new color. Makes a good foundation base. So does this. I like the idea of just a concrete. Ooh, asphalt. Yeah, now we're talking. More walls, steel walls, concrete walls. Nice. I always felt like our walls should be concrete. Ooh, a bunch of like. Honestly, I don't know what these are. I'm hoping these are like things you put down on the ground, like stickers almost. Maybe put them on signs. I don't know. We'll get them and we'll find out later. Okay. I believe that's everything, and it only took 35 coupons. No, 113 coupons. Still, we had enough. Good deal. Buy all. Take our Employee of the Planet cup. Let's see here. Boop. Put our old cup away. We are Employee of the Planet now. You know how we roll. Let's see. There it is. Getting some light over here. Oh yeah, the gold coffee cup. Take a sip of that goodness. Alright, so that is our basic, I'm pretty sure, other than our train collisions, which I've already explained, and as I go by over there, I'll show you guys that. But our train collisions and our vehicle collisions, other than that, that's pretty much all of update 5 is a bunch of new building materials. So, pretty lackluster, but also could lead to many different things. Opens up a lot of avenues of decoration. Not that I'm obviously that big in decoration, but hey, we'll play around with it. We'll see what it does. And then, like I said, I already fixed the trains, and I'll show you that over there at the train station. And I'll also show you I built a hypertube over to where we're going to be building our nuclear plant with a bunch of drone ports that took all of the stuff that we've been building all this time over there to that area for our uranium power cells. Fuel rods, uranium fuel rods, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what we're going to be working on this episode. But before we do any of that, we need to go around and get all the uranium in the world. So I'm going to head over to the first uranium spot. I will meet you guys over there. Okay, everybody, this is my second time recording this particular clip. Video corrupted for some reason. Perhaps the radiation. Hey, who knows? But just so you know, we are over here in the cave, connecting the grasslands and the other starting area up there in that kind of weird little corner of the map. It's a great pass-through area, by the way. If you're looking to get from one starter area to another, this cave is great for that. There were a bunch of little spiders and one big spider in here. Nothing too drastic or hard to handle. But we set up our Tier 3 miner. We fully overclocked it, so we're getting 600 per minute out of a normal node, which is fun. And then we're just going to hop on this belt here, use it to run fast, get down here to where we put our drone ports up, and you can see we ran this belt quite a ways through here. This is the only node that we really have to go a fairly decent distance with the line. So this is actually pretty easy. But we run this down, and we come out here just outside the cave entrance, and you can probably, yeah, you can see my factory there off in the distance. We're real close to home. And we split this here into two different lines going into these two different drone ports, and there are already drones on the drone ports. And there will be drones on the drone ports that we set up over where we are going to build our plant. And between the 4 drones, 2 drones for each port, we should easily get 300 per minute throughput. That's the plan. I believe it will all work out. Actually, now that I'm recording this again, I know that it does all work out. It's all been tested. So the throughput is fine. We have our, oh yeah, forgot I have the radiation suit on, no jetpack, no flying around. But this works out great. Fairly easy to set up. Takes a little to no time. Getting here takes longer than it does to actually build this. So we are good there. We have our drones, again, drones set up, ready to go. And that is our cave. I really don't know what to call this cave. You know, we'll call it the spider cave. The uranium in the spider cave. And all the spiders you find in here are, you know, glowing with radiation. But, you know, we're the only ones on this planet. You know, Fix-It just left us here. I don't think they ever intend to let us off. So, you know, it's not like we're ever going to have kids anyway. So who cares about all this radiation, right? But anyway, that's where we're at, and we were going to head to the swamp next, I believe. So I will see you guys in the swamp. Alright, here we are at the edge of the swamp over here. Let's see, we are right in here on the map. So I've set down 2 more drone points. This is right here at the border of the swamp in the Cradle Lake area. There's a waterfall here. And there's a little cave inside that waterfall. So let you know where we're at. There's another normal node in here. So we'll go up here, hook it up. Got 2 more drone ports down here. 2 more drones. So sneak through here. There were 2 more spiders in here. I'm trying to, I know some of you guys are arachnophobes, so I'm trying to not show the spiders as much as possible. I just need to throw power to this. It's already power started. We'll get 600 a minute out of that. And we'll have uranium coming. Stay away from the radiation here. At least our uranium will be clean, right? There it is. Look at that. Even pre-washed uranium. You know how we do it. Alright, each of those drone ports, 300 a minute. Again, we'll have to set up receiving drone points, but we should be fine. So that's the swamp area, and we're off to the next one. I think the next one will be the Red Forest, so I'll see you guys over there. Okay, guys. We are over here in the Red Forest. Again, it's another normal node, so overclocked with a tier 3 miner, 600 per minute. It's really radioactive here, but I'll fly over real quick. There's little chunks of radiated ore sitting all over the place too. So here's the node. And overclock, 600 a minute. There was a ton of spiders in here, so for all you arachnophobes, I cleared it out, didn't show that. But there is a ton of them in here. I mean, I suggest just bringing bombs and doing your thing, but, you know, do it however you want. And let's see, we're here on the map. So we are right here. We got our 2 drone ports, 2 drones ready to go. So that's 600, 600, 600, 1800 uranium. There's 1 more up here. Okay, people, we are up here at the highest point in the game. I call it Pike's Peak for no particular reason, but you can just barely see our concrete factory over there, our steel beam factory over there, our circuit board factory over there. You can't even see our main base from here. But there's a 1 impure uranium node up here, so fully overclocked, we can only get 300 a minute out of here. We just need to hook power to there. So we just need the 1 drone port. And we should have uranium coming here soon. And that'll be the last of the uranium that we need, and we can start building our uranium fuel cell factory. There we go. Alright guys, I will meet you, I think, back over at the train station, and we'll go from there, and I'll show you the hypertube I set up to get over to the nuclear plant, where we're going to build the nuclear plant, and we'll start on it. Okay everyone, we're over here at our train station. I told you guys I'd stop by over here, so what happened in Update 5, or at least when I first came back from Update 5, was our trains were collided over here. So all I had to do was click on them, put them back on the rails, they went fine, and then I put these block signals down. 1 going this way and 1 coming in this way. This had an added bonus that I didn't consider, so something I never talked to you guys about was these bauxite trains. I was having issues with the timing on the trains. What would happen is like 1 or both of them would be here at the same time, and then we couldn't, one of them would unload, the other one would just clip through it and go. Or sometimes they'd both be over there loading at the same time, so one of them would get load and the other one would clip through and go. And that led to massive sort of blank spaces in our line, so our bauxite would run out, then we would get a couple trains in a row, and then it would fill back up. So I did all kinds of things. So we used to only run 2 cars on these trains, so I added a 3rd car, which helped. But in the end, we had less gaps, but we still had gaps. So at that point, I began adding like storage units and everything else to try and do that. But because of the time that it takes for the train to load and unload, I just basically resigned myself to the fact that there were going to be times that we weren't making bauxite. But these train signals actually fix all that. So you see how this light's green? That's meaning that this train can leave this station and get on that track. But it's not going to be able to do that until the train leaves that station over there and gets on this track. So see, it's leaving this, so this is red, but when this gets out, that turns green. So now that train can leave that station, this train leaves that station, and it can come all the way over here and enter this station. And it works out so it actually fixes the timing of the trains, which I thought you know, it's something I never even thought about with these signals. But I did put these two signals down here, and I also put two signals at the other one that's identical to these. And that's what allows the trains to actually run on the specific timer. And it just worked out for me, but it's great that they did this. It's like, it really makes a difference. So now bauxite never runs out. I never have an issue with the bauxite gap. So, and they see how they cross over there exactly in the middle now. So they're always like one in loop, essentially. Always one running around ready to come in here. And it unloads enough out of here that I never run out. I never have gaps in my line, in my bauxite line. My machines never run out of bauxite. So it really, these signals just, it changed everything. It really made a big, big difference. Now the other thing is I ran a hypertube over here to our nuclear area. Now for now there's no radiation over there, but in the future we'll have to put our suit on before we go in here. But we'll just hop in here and run over to, this is I ran it under here, so it kind of looks at the line. But anyway, so this runs us over to where we're going to build our nuclear power plant. And I've now put all the drones down. And once we get over there, I'll show you guys everything I put down. But we're doing it right. We're building the uranium cells, or uranium fuel rods, where we were getting our water at from before. So we're going to build our uranium fuel rods there. And I have put drone ports down for everything. And I'm pretty sure I've got all the dynamics of it worked out. So all the throughput on all the drone ports and everything. The only thing I'm not 100% sure of is the sulfuric acid, but I did put an extra port down just in case we need to add another drone for sulfuric acid later, and that should fix any problems we have. But I'm pretty sure it's like exactly where we need it, and the uranium is exactly where we need it. And for now we're just spitting out down here, but once we build our building for our uranium fuel rods, that will actually go into our uranium fuel rod building. Okay, so everything we need, though, we have concrete here, we have encased industrial beams here, electromagnetic control rods. This is, I believe, the empty containers for the sulfuric acid. We have a sulfuric acid here, we have another sulfuric acid there, and more empty containers. And then down here, there is some radiation down here because I did do a test run to make sure the throughput was right and synced all the uranium. So these two drones down here have uranium in them, though. But these 7 drone ports here will bring in 2,100 uranium a minute. And that 2,100 uranium a minute will go into 3 different lines. So we'll have 3 700 lines of uranium, which is exactly what we need for our machine setup that we're going to get into. So basically 2 drones, though, each 2 drone ports will bring in 600 from, like, these 2 will bring it from the swamp. These 2 will bring it from over by our main base, that cave area. These 2 drones will actually bring it from the Crystal Forest, or the Red Forest, or whatever you call that middle area of the map there. And this one will actually bring it all the way from over there at the, I call it Pikes Peak, I don't know what it's actually called, but the highest point of the game, that little 300 node of uranium over there. Now that 300 node of uranium, so each of these will bring in 300. Every single one of these drone ports will bring in 300 uranium. So those 2 will be 600, these 2 will be 600, these 2 will be 600. And then I split this one into 3, and I'm merging it into each of the others. So we should have exactly 700 on each line of uranium. So I'm pretty sure it's all going to work out. Now, that doesn't mean it will, but I'm fairly certain it will. And then we are going to build our uranium factory here, our uranium fuel rod factory. And you can see I've already started putting some stuff down. The thing is, I'm not exactly sure where the edge of the map is where you start taking damage. I don't think I'm right against it, but I might be close. It's been so long since I set all this up in the beginning. I'm not 100% sure. But this area, the plan though, is this area is going to be where we make the uranium fuel rods. The nuclear power plants will go in the middle there, and then the plutonium recycling will be on the other end. So this is where I'm going to end this episode, however, and the next episode we're going to build the entire plant for the uranium fuel rods here. Hey guys, before we end the episode, let's see how many people we can get to click that subscribe button. Right there on the middle of the screen where it's flashing. Hey, good job, there's one. And another. Hey, you guys are getting it. Alright, that's enough of that, I'm not greedy. I want to thank you guys for watching the episode, and I will see you in the next video.